Okay, let's talk about poetry in motion. You know you want to. The Rugby League World Cup match between New Zealand and Papua New Guinea takes place this evening at 8 p.m. at the Headingley Carnegie Stadium in Leeds. So also locking horns and exchanging words, there'll be a group of up to 100 poets, a sort of poetry hacker, if you like. They'll be lined up outside the stadium as the fans arrive. Well, Gillian Moran is one of those poets, and she told me how it will work.
You could think of us as a poetry installation. Poets tend to be thought of as being solitary individuals, and Peter Spafford, the man behind the idea, had the thought that it would be really nice to get a bunch of us all together and have us performing en masse for a change. And we were very lucky to be given the opportunity to make it part of the Rugby League World Cup.
This evening, at the game between New Zealand and Papua New Guinea, of all things, at Headingley as well.
Absolutely.
Are you a rugby fan to start off with?
Well, my brother used to play.
That's good enough.
At local level.
That's good enough. And you cheered him on.
Always kept a bit of an interest, and yes, I did watch him play sometimes.
And are you obliged to write rugby poetry then?
No, we've got themes which we can interpret in many different ways. So we could write about victory and defeat, about the home advantage of being in Yorkshire, about the physicality of the world, and the rugby poem really comes under that, under the get physical section, I suppose.
And when will you be reading this poetry? And will you be amplified, I'm presuming?
No, basically it's our own voices. We are performing between 6:45 and 7:15 outside the Western Terrace at Headingley Stadium. Oh. It's, if I can describe it for you, it's Please. A double row of pillars which is roofed over. So we're going to be standing, one of us at each of these pillars, just talking to the crowd as they go past,
just
reading
talking.
our poems.
They're not going to take any notice of you, are they?
Well, you never know. There was a similar event, 100 buskers, and in the centre of Leeds a while ago, and that drew quite a lot of interest from people who wouldn't normally stop.
Well, you know what buskers are like. They make a lot of noise, but poets, they're very civilised people. They just speak at a certain volume, you expect. They don't shout, do they?
No, but we do project.
You're town criers for the occasion, are you? Sounds like a lot of fun. Do the fans know that you're going to be there as they go towards the match?
Well, it has had quite a lot of local publicity, and we're planning on handing out flyers on the night, so hopefully some people will know what's going on.
Have you done anything like this before, Gillian?
Personally, no. I'm quite new to performance poetry, but I'm really looking forward to the opportunity.
Do you feel that there's a link between poetry and sport in general?
Well, they're both methods of human endeavour. Sport is... We always turn to poetry at moments of extremes, and the physicality of sport lends itself very well to being described poetically.
How do you mean?
Yeah. Well, if you consider some of our earliest poems are about very physical things. Think of the Viking sagas and all the violence and strength and power that comes through those. And our Old English poems, our most famous one is about a warrior. So sport is our civilised battle, I suppose.
What do you think of this one that, I've just got under my radar now. It goes something like this. My undergraduate eyes beholding, as I climb your slope cat hill, emerald chestnut fans unfolding, symbols of my hope cat hill. What care I for past disaster, applicant for cricket master, nothing much of cricket knowing, conscious but of money owing, somehow I would cope, cat hill. What do you make of that?
I wouldn't give up my day job. It's very interesting, actually. The fact that you're singing it's intriguing.
Well, but poetry's a kind of a song, but you wouldn't give up your day job. Do you know who wrote that? That's a former poet laureate who wrote that.
Maybe maybe it was the performance, actually. I'm used to...
No, you can't back off. You can't back off. You said don't give up your day job. You're saying that to Sir John Betjeman, you know.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He wrote some wonderful stuff, and it was very much of its moment. And, yeah, cricket's a very genteel sport, so a genteel poem goes quite well with it.
Okay, let me judge yours then. Seeing you've told me not to give up my day job, so I'm going to have a go at yours. Give us a taste.
Do. Right, it's called Give Blood, Play Rugby. Animal eyes engage. Whistled signal, and the rush, the dance and slam begins. Throw and catch, run and run again, crash and tackle, smashed bodies, body armour, slabs of muscle, invincible outside. Within, a feral something stalks in mud and sweat and blood. Determination not to fall, to be less frail. Slams of exoskeleton, meet and grapple, fingers, hands reach out and snatch. Slide. The ground tears like tissue. The ball passed. Dancers grace and bouncers bulk, meet and meld and reach. Nosing down, the ball touches across the line. The crowd roars, try. Can't they see they are?
Now you're just showing off, aren't you? You're just showing off.
Maybe a bit.
Gillian, I did like the way the ball danced about. That was eloquent. That was right. Yeah, I can see it. It's going to work. I still felt that Betjeman was all right, though. But after you, though, you're definitely the poet laureate for us tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's been a real pleasure, Gillian, and good luck with that.
And you, Dotun. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Gillian Moran there, don't give up your day job. What'd she take me for? I work at nights. Anyway, that's about it from us. Thanks for listening to the program. That was absolutely crazy. Will somebody please, in future, text in very quickly and say, Dotun, whatever you do, don't sing it. Just read it like Betjeman meant it to be. The sort of man we want must be prepared to take our first 11. Many boys from last year's team are with us. You'll find their bowling's pretty good and they are keen, and so am I, sir. Very keen indeed. Oh, where's mid-on? What is silly point? Do 6 balls make an over? Help me, God!